Hey Eleanor. Yeah, I'm doing alright, except it's freezing, which is kind of a bit of a joke. But anyway, that's life. How are you? It's also 6 o'clock in the morning, which for some reason is the coldest time of the day. I need to get racing, I'm so behind. That could work in your favour. I'm kind of in no man's land at the moment. I kind of didn't even feel like doing this week's GP, but I eventually decided, yeah, alright, I will. I sat in the garden, a bit cooler, but I like it, just chilling. Sounds nice. On holidays next week flying. Where are you off to? That's one thing about being in Australia that's so different. You can't just hop a plane and go somewhere for the weekend. I mean, you can, but you're still in Australia. Yeah, it's going to Portugal. Wow, that's cool. Nice place from what I've heard. See, we can't do that here. If we go to another country here, it's a major operation. Everything's so far away. You know, we could hop a plane and 3 hours later we could be in New Zealand, or we could be on the other side of the country. Like even to go to Bali, it's like 7 hours away. And Bali's a dump, so I don't know why anyone bothers going there, but apparently a lot of people do. And no one really goes to New Zealand because it's like going to your backyard. Hey, Crow. You doing champs this week? Of course you are. Why wouldn't you? What are you going to... Didn't you say you're going to Challenger this week? Seems like nobody else is racing this week. I haven't seen Satiri. Andrew's dropped off the planet. Anna. Az's chucked a wobbly. Yeah, I probably... In hindsight, I probably should have went to champs too, but I didn't. I did the full power unit setup, triggered the hut spot, so I know the setup, and I think it's Drive Pacific. Most are doing quali though. I want to try contender, but I'm scared. Don't be scared. Just jump in, whatever happens. You just got to look at it that whatever happens, happens. You know, like look at mine. I did contender this week, and I thought, oh yeah, this will be a breeze. Yeah, well, wasn't I wrong? Check this out. Started off well, got the Monzo, got absolutely belted. Challenge is tough though. Like when you're getting 20 perfect scores, like, you know. I don't think anybody in Challenge has got a perfect score yet. Or that I've come up against. But you've got to score over 400. I know that was last week. That was with race points. The cut-off last week for the final round was 403. Yeah, but I got P1 last week. You got P1 in Champs or P1 in Challenger? Oh, no, Challenger. I didn't drop a point and got fastest lap. Oh, well done. What's he using for Series 12? I feel drivers are so... Yeah, they are, aren't they, Crow? Like, I could have fallen asleep. I've been mucking around with it, like... You know, normally I'm obsessed with getting win streaks, but I just couldn't care less at the moment. I keep mucking around with the drivers, I don't know, like... I was using Russell and... Who else was I using? Antonelli. I just upgraded all these drivers. It cost me, like, I spent about 20 billion. Oh no, cat struck again. Yeah, so I chucked Verstappen in there just now. I've been playing around with it for the last couple of hours. $360, that's pretty good. You have to lose one eventually. I'll change when it gives me problems, but I'd rather drop the quali and have 20, 30 plus cornering and speed. Hang on, I'll be back in a minute. Hey Frederick. Men on quality fit champs, I scored 201. Damn, your levels are 50,000. I need to race more. One thing I've learned about this game is you need patience. Now, where were we? Okay. That's one setup. I'll be patient next season. That's one setup, but I don't use that much. I use this one instead. But either way, this still feels really slow. Especially in China. What was with the rotation? 1 minute I had Spa and something, and next minute I got China. Oh, heaven help they ever do anything that's too easy. I think this set 4 sets are a lot easier. Except Spa's fun to play. You know, Shanghai's not bad. Baku's pretty good. Bahrain, I used to love Bahrain. I think they wrecked Bahrain. Mexico's not bad. If I was going to pick 4 favourite tracks, I'd take China out and I'd stick Spa in there. And then they would probably be my 4 favourite tracks. Hang on, where did I just go? What'd you say? You take more cornering. I don't even know how to lose track of it. I can win Spa, no boost on a bot. Yeah, Spa's fun. Anyway, there's no sprint, so I could do what I feel like. I hate being locked into a sprint. Yeah, this one I was mucking around with just to see what full power unit it'd be. Qualifying sucks though. Yeah, Sakir is fun. I don't know why they call it Sakir. Everybody calls it Bahrain. Like it even says Bahrain on the track. Yeah, but no one knows it as Sakir. You know, have you ever heard it called Sakir in F1? I haven't. Let's see what happens. Let's play around. Of course, it's not sprints. I'll muck around with it. I'm not running double coins, so I'm not losing anything. Let's see what happens. No, they feel slow in a straight line. They don't feel slow going around corners. Plus the fact China's wet doesn't help. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I've seen plenty of people crying in the Discords this week that they don't have as a strategy guide. That should make some of these GPs this week interesting. And people actually have to think for themselves. It's not raining, that's a change. Well, in hindsight, I probably should have went this week. But it was kind of last minute because at one stage I wasn't even going to bother. What do we got? Plenty of time. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of got no motivation at the moment. Kind of in no man's land. Like seriously, when they called this week the Dream Team and they got Herbert in it, like really? I suppose it'd have to be a dream. It could only be in a dream you would ever think he was a legend. You know, I think to be a legend, you've at least got to win one world title. Like Dream Team with Johnny Herbert, like really? I bet he loved that little injection of cash. Has anybody actually got Herbert? Well, at least they would be a dream team. Fisichella. What I don't understand is McLaren in the milestones. Like, it's like last year when they had Fisichella. Your 200th milestone was more Fisichella, and this year it's more McLaren. Like, why? Look, I can see why they made it trophies, because people would go apeshit if it was race points. See, I don't have any problem with corners. And actually, in the dry, it doesn't appear that slow, but in the wet, it's atrocious. Well, at least you got the Staffens right. Gee, look at the pit times. No, hang on. There's no Mercedes in those pit times. What happened? It's a change. Like I was put the other day, the Mercedes pit times were like 1.0 seconds. Like, really? Hey, you might just do that, Eleanor. Yeah, Behrman pops up occasionally. No, what? Behrman drives for Haas, doesn't he? I was going to say Behrman pops up occasionally. Sort of out of nowhere. Oh, I was using that one. I thought I was using the other one. See, on paper, you'd think that rival setup's not that bad. Bahrain Audi 1394. Oh, 1.3. Wow. Crazy. Mine is still like 3 seconds. Get the occasional one under 2, like under 3, but okay, now let's go use the other setup. Let's go use this setup. Let's put at least the same drivers on. It is the same, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's try this one. So what's the big difference? More speed, less power. Basically same cornering. A bit more qualifying. does anybody notice that if you get the same player repeatedly, you get the same track as well? Oh, let's stick self-control on them. I'm behind in games, my setup needs to provide every pro. Needs to what? Over. Needs to provide every pro. I got, during this last lot of sprints, I kept getting these 3 drivers, and like on live, I get the driver and say, okay, this is going to be Canada, and up come Canada. You know, like, you know, and I'd get this other driver and say, this is going to be such and such, and up it would come. I'm so glad Singapore's not in this rotation. I've played Singapore so many times over the last 2 months. I wish they'd left Spa in it though. Spa was fun. No race start. I finally got to not use Charles. All I look for is tyres. Whoever's got the most tyres sounds good to me. Let's see what pit times are. 2.8 and 3 seconds. I think they must have changed the Mercedes pit times, because a couple of times I've actually gone in to the pits with the Mercedes like right up my bumper and got out before them, which never used to happen before. I could go in front, they could double stack and both would still beat me out. I don't know, I don't take the track stats that serious actually. Like Singapore. What was it, speed and power unit or something? I forget what it was now. But I just used to chuck it over, take a corner and boost on, and it just zipped straight through the field. I'm using Saints like an idiot. Yeah, the Mercedes don't seem as quick as they were a couple of weeks ago. I know one thing I can't understand. In Contender last week had maxed out Russell. Russell could do... My maxed out Russell could only do 4 laps at a certain track. The bot Russell could do 5. Easily. Hungary. If I tried to do 5 with my maxed out Russell, he would run out before that big hairpin before the pit entrance. The bot Russell would just come zooming straight past. Like he wouldn't run out of tyres at all. You know, you would think a maxed out Russell and a bot would at least be on the same level. Or a maxed out driver and the same bot would be on the same level, but nah. Power unit's a weird setup. Look, it's almost like power unit doesn't even matter. Ricky Bobby, oh no, I've run into this dude heaps of times. I know what he's going to put on. Yeah, okay. This guy hates being beaten. Don't be surprised if he starts spitting up the, you know, the poo emojis and... I wish I had the other setup on. I wish you could message rivals. Well, that made a lot of sense, dude. What am I doing? Immature. This guy hates being beaten. Come on, give me the same guy again. Now I know what his strategy is. I'll do exactly the same thing. Okay, let's have a look. There you go. He's got corner and set up. No wonder he panicked. All right, let's change. I'd love to get him again. At least now I know what his strategy is. If I come up against him again, I'll use the same strategy. It's only trouble with Russell. He starts so far back. Takes him a while to catch up. My philosophy, Eleanor, is if it works, use it. Even if it has absolutely nothing to do with the track stats. If it works and you win, that's all that matters. Mexico. You meant to say don't fix it. Yeah, that too. What do you have good quality that when people catch you, you have no chance? Well, then you're going to lose probably, aren't you? Trouble is, a lot of times when you have like full quality set up, you got no speed. Well, you compromise so bad somewhere else. It's really good though when you can get a really good quality and you've got all the right setups though. Yeah, absolutely. I've got so many boosts I don't really care. But yeah, if you can win without boosts, make the most of it. Just, if anything, just for the coins. See how fast the power unit builds up. It's nuts. Excellent. That's all that matters. All you got to do is win. Doesn't matter how. Yeah, that'd be a good test. It's going to rain. What? Don't care. People in the game are scared about testing. I think they're more worried about not getting their coin, running out of coins. Like, imagine how hard this game would be if they didn't have double coins every week. Like, I just upgraded all my Series 12 drivers to whatever level they are, right? And a couple of Series 12 parts to whatever level. And it was like over 20 billion coins. But on the other hand too, I wish they didn't have 3-hour coin timers. I wish they were 1 hour. Like, I'd rather have 9 1-hour coin timers than 3 3-hour coin timers. Because 3 hours at a time, it's right on the verge of too much. Well, you sort of, well, for me anyway, I've got to push myself to finish the 3 hours. Like, after about 2 hours of it, I'm done. Yep. I can tell you, whatever double coins I've got, I'm using all of them during sprints. I do, always. I make the absolute most of it, even if, like, I feel half dead at the end of it. Between, like, I don't know what time the start off, like, is over there, but in Australia it's 6 p.m. So between 6 p.m. Monday night and midnight Tuesday, I've done all 9 hours. And if I've got double coins in the pit pass, I've used that 3 hours as well. What am I going to do? Yeah, let's do it the hard way. Actually, let's do it this way. What's descending, you peanut? Yeah, because when well, yeah. And the reason being is, one, I'm getting 4 times the amount of coins. Well, basically, no, that's not right, is it? I'm getting 90 million extra coins per race. And when I need an upgrade, I want the coins to be able to do it. I don't want to have upgrades sitting there that I need to do and not have the coins for it. But I've also got plenty of time. Oh, I hate it when they just jump you and the safety car comes out. Oh, then again, I'm on hards, aren't I? What's the mediums? Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, see, I race while you're all asleep. Like, what is it? It's 7 o'clock in the morning here, so it's what, 10 o'clock at night over there? So I get to race all day while you're all asleep. I work 8 to 5, go to the gym, water the plant. You'll see, I don't have to do any of that. One of the joys of being a musician. Like, I work 1 day a week if I'm unlucky. Like, I do music for TV shows and movies. I only work Wednesdays if, you know, there's something for us to do. I only do that because otherwise I'd be bored stupid. Hey, come on, last. Let's see how far I can get. What have I got? 3 laps. Let's see how far I can get on wets in 3 laps. He's got to be kidding. He's going around again. This dude does not want to win. People racing when they're working to the... I can't race in my job. I have to be on all the time. Yeah, I can't race when I'm working either. It's a bit hard to race when I've got a handful of guitar. Scene's just lovely, this rotation actually, simply lovely. He's got bad tyres or something, hasn't he? Isn't there one stat that he really sucks at? I remember when I used him during the GP, it was like, he cost me, that was the first week, the actual first GP I did. He cost me a P1 because he wouldn't overtake in Singapore. There we go, last to first. Just spread out they are. Not at my levels. He's only 1 point off Lando. Oh, fair enough. His defending is good though, so he works for my second driver. Oh, that's all that matters. If it works, it works. Does defence really work though? I never take defence seriously. I'm in third series. Any advice? Oh, here we go. God, it was that long since I was in Series 3. I don't even know what Series 3 is. What is it? Isan? Sorry, dude, I can't pronounce your name. I'm in third series. Any advice? Hang on. After this race, we'll have a look at what series 3 is. I don't know what it is. One more time you swear, I'll time you out. Pal, everybody on this stream can give you advice, okay? If you don't like that, I'll tell you what, you fuck off. Got it? They're trying to help. If you can't take people's help, piss off and find someone else to help you. Yeah, well, you can swear pretty good, so... Hang on, it should be back in a sec. Hang on a minute. Just because the game wants you to go to another series doesn't mean you have to. Okay, stream should be back up. Dude, I told you. You got one more warning. You swear again, I'll time you out, all right? Doesn't make you sound any smarter, and it's not going to get people on your side. The only way you can get cards is either buy them or race for them. That's it. So go back to Series 2, race so you win, get the cards, build the car, then move on. That's it. That's the only way you can do it. Hang on, forgot what I'm looking for. What do you got? Barcelona, Sakir, Silverstone, Japan. Japan used downforce. Silverstone, yeah. I don't know what the free boosts are. Downforce is the only one I ever used. I'm not racing Series 3, dude. Like, seriously? My levels are so high, I could stick it in Series 3. They'd start 1 and 2. I wouldn't have to touch them and they'd win. My driver only did 2 laps in rain and there are 4 laps, so I'm doing one. Okay, dude, I've had enough of you. I told you to stop swearing, all right? See ya. am I doing? Wrong one. God, if I raced in Series 3, I wouldn't have to do anything. That'd be funny to watch, actually. What am I doing? No, right, gotcha. Okay, do that. Now, back. That's cool, Eleanor. Hey, you know, I'm pretty fair. I don't time people out, but he was swearing for the sake of swearing, and you know, you get told and you don't do it and you keep going. Enough's enough. He's lucky I didn't give him the advice I normally give people. What advice would you have to play in this game? Find another one. Bakoo! What am I doing? Oh, come on, let's use self-control. In the wet. You know, like I'm Australian and swearing is basically a second language here, so, you know, I put up with a lot, but you know, you got to respect other people on the stream as well. And it's not like it adds anything to the conversation. 17th and 4th. Come on, Russell, what are you doing? Yeah, you don't swear. Basically, you don't swear in front of people you don't know. And like, I've never seen that guy on this stream before. So, you know, he's in Series 3 for Christ's sake. There's not much you can do in Series 3. You know, if your car can only do 2 laps in the rain, well then it can only do 2 laps in the rain. Even the best boost in the game ain't going to help you do 4 laps. I remember when Miami first came into this game and it was 7 laps. And you basically did 2, 2, 3. You couldn't do any more, right? Because it always seemed to be in the rain for some reason. What am I doing? And you'd pit, and like, it would constantly be you'd overtake them in the pits, they'd overtake you in the pits. That was fun. Oh, bugger. Okay. Ah, it's lucky he didn't call something else. A lot of swear words in other countries are common language here. And it freaks people out. It really does. That, like, they're horrified. You know, we actually had a court case where they declared that swearing was just language. Someone actually, the cops charged him with disorderly conduct for swearing, and they took it to court. The court said, it's just language, dude, get over it. But he did add the caveat that you need to know when to use it and when not to use it. Oh, I can just imagine. I remember my mum was like really straight-laced. And I remember the first time I swore in front of her and the look on her face, man. I thought she was going to kill me. Known him since he was little. When he obviously lived here, but my mum's face. She didn't say anything. There's a saying in Australia that if we're not swearing at you, it means we don't like you. Let's see if I can hit the coins. Nope, trophies again, and they're pointless. She was stunned, but then he talked politics and how it's a joke. Oh, 5 years later, he introduced the UK, so he was right. Oh, so he was over here when we were swapping prime ministers, like, you know. Yeah, I remember that. It made the news over here. We went through, like, prime ministers, like, you know, nothing. You know, it was like, yeah, no, he's lousy, kick him out, get another one. And we get a lot of English. Like, we get the BBC and we get Sky News, and we saw how much shit the Poms were putting on us because we were swapping PMs, right? And right now, you guys are swapping, like, you guys have been swapping PMs just as bad. I mean, like, everyone I know that remembers that, like, just laugh their heads off every time you just get a new one. It's like, see, I told you. Well, you know, wouldn't be the first thing I saw he's about to teach you, Poms. Oh, cat pulled the power plug out. Right, that's better. Oh, okay. He's going to be a pain, is he? All right. Either that or he's done the bolt. Let me see. Oh, he's got mushroom. Yeah, I've got to admit, it's pretty funny. How old was he? Hey, for all those people that wanted to know if mushroom boost was any good, this guy's using it. Man, if these were any slower. Why do they use them there? Oh, 18. Let the neighbour's cat visit me today. Ragdoll, bring all the ladies around again. There must be something ragdolls do. Next door had a ragdoll. Well, they moved out. But next door had this ragdoll and lived here for 2 years. It just wouldn't go home. Actually, I'm going to see. Oh, he's done the same thing. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, he was a beautiful cat. Pure white. Let me see, does it actually make... Almost. Yeah, they love visiting. Like this cat used to roam around. Like I live in a cul-de-sac, and he used to roam around. And you'd see it like lying on the front steps of everybody's house. You know, depends where the sun was. Just by test, can you make a team with Leclerc and Piastri and build your car with qualifying focus, speed and curve? Why? Piastri and Leclerc, let's have a look. 16:55. No wonder he's quicker. 5 and 7. That race was almost what you wanted, except he had Norris instead of Leclerc. Leclerc and Piastri. Let's have a look. Not quite sure why you'd want to use them. Probably because they're race start. What do you want? Hang on. I've got to screenshot this so I don't forget what it was. Qualifying focus. Alright, let's see what qualifying gives us. Hang on. We'll do it the quick way. Ah, idiot. Go back. The one. Okay. So what do you want? Focus on qualifying. What do we got? Okay, let's chuck that one in. Hang on. Let me upgrade it. Okay. Hang on, let me make sure that's the best qualifying. Yep. Let's see what a qualifying setup actually looks like. 18. Yeah, not much of a setup. Hang on. Hey Nathan, mushroom was underrated until power unit comes in this. I've never used it. Hang on. Mushroom's underrated. Hey Angelo, in series 10. Yes, when we work, sometimes his brother is there saying hi and said I have to go to work. He says he's more nervous now than when he was younger, but I don't push it. He doesn't run away though when he sees me, just watches. He wants to outcap me as I notice him sitting on the wall when he was younger. Don't give me China. No, give me Baku. Baku's a good test. Hands are cold. Oh no, not this guy again. This is the guy I used to always race at Canada. They scare me a bit, but I like them. Yeah, I've got two of them. I've had them since I was 6 weeks old. And as usual, they think they own the place. So what am I going to do? Let's chuck that one on. Piastri might be Australian, but he sucks in this game. So Nathan, are you one of these people that are scared about double stacking? Double stacking, about stacking? Leclerc would be really good if his tyres were better. Never do 3 laps on one tyre at a circuit. Why? make this on Series 10 with Lawson and Button. Yeah, Lawson I'd use. Not too sure about Button though. But it depends what your levels are. Hey, we'd all prefer Senna and Schumacher, but hey, you get what you get. Yeah, I don't think they're worth it either. Yeah, they were last year. But they'll bring out podium stars eventually, and all your drivers you've got now will be useless. Go look at that. He started in front. He was faster. And he still lost. Yeah, they were, weren't they, a little? Oh, man, they made, look, Senna and Schumacher, they made life so easy. Let's see what his setup was. 3 and 4, yeah. How did he start in front with the qualifying that bad? Oh no, maybe he didn't. I don't remember. There you go, power unit track and no power unit. Yeah, they were so good last year, weren't they? Podium stars. uh, I couldn't believe my luck last year. The very first crate went after they came out, I got Senna. And it was like, right, the rest of this year's done. And then a couple of days later, I got Louder. And then I think within a week, I had Schumacher. And it was like, yeah, Senna and Schumacher. And you didn't have to do anything. You didn't even need boosts. They made life so easy. God, I'm down to 7 billion. I've spent 20, what do I have? 33. 26 billion in upgrades this morning. This is going to pull my finger out because I won't be able to have, I don't even know how many more I've got. I mean, I've got all my, I've got that many. I wonder what the total, I wonder what a maxed account would cost in coins. Just well for double coins, you'd never get them upgraded. But look at that, all those rares are maxed. If I upgraded all of them, they'd all be maxed. If I upgraded all these commons, they'd all be maxed. Oh, Piastri wouldn't be maxed. He'd be the only one that isn't. Oh, Leclerc's close. Piastri's qualifying's terrible. If only Leclerc's tyres were better. There's always one stat that kills it. If it's not tyres, it's race start. If it's not race start, it's qualifying. Norris is pretty good though. Let's try the same setup but use, what was the drivers I was using before? No, I was using Verstappen, wasn't I? But his race start's terrible as well. Let's use Russell. Yeah. At least their qualifying's the same. Their tyres would be the same. Let's see how they go with that setup. I shouldn't have done that. After every gold crate, you get 2 green crates. Oh, real player. I wonder when they're going to lift the series in the weekly league crates. In my family of letter, number, username. Shanghai. There we go. I still learned to restart it without killing the stream. What's going on outside that you're staring at? Okay, we're back again. Da, 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 da. Goes to show how useless power unit setups are. Ooh, real player. Do, 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 do. At least it doesn't shake like an earthquake anymore. That's a plus. Dutch DRS 020. I know one thing power unit does, makes that recharge come up faster. Oh. Gods, gods. Oh man. Geez, this setup has practically no power unit, but it works really well. Oh, Guz is in Andy's team. Okay. Oh, nice one. Good way to end the stream. Brilliant. That setup seems to work well in a power unit. Don't ask me why, but it does. Interesting. Very interesting. This was the other setup I used at the beginning, which also seemed to work pretty good. Oh, okay, it had the other battery in it. That's why. That's why it recharged faster. Yeah, that's why it recharged faster. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you all later. Thanks for dropping by. Sorry it kept dropping out, but that's life. Can't do much about it, unfortunately. I'll catch us all whenever. I'm not sure. Anyway, have a good day, good night, good evening, good afternoon, whatever. Catch us all later. Bye.